Stressed out with your business journey? Struggling to strike a balance between your professional and your personal life? As an entrepreneur, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and neglect your well-being. But fear not, in this video, I'll equip you with the tools you need to combat stress and thrive in both your business and your personal endeavors. But before we dive into the content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more valuable tips and insights on entrepreneurship and personal development. As entrepreneurs, we are no strangers to stress. Running your own business, creating your own brand, being your own boss, it does tend to come with some stress. Some handle it better than others, and I'm here today to give you some tips and tools to be able to manage stress along your entrepreneurial journey. So let's dive into the content today. Number one, you need to identify your stress triggers. One of the first ways you're going to do this is to recognize the things that trigger stress in you in the first place. Is it those tight deadlines that get you all tensed up? Or is it finances? Do you worry about money a lot? Whether you're making enough, whether there's going to be enough to go around, or maybe it's just uncertainty in general that has you feeling stressed out. Not knowing whether your next big launch is actually going to be successful, not knowing, if you're going to have enough in the next quarter. When you are able to sit down and really recognize what the things are that trigger your stress, you're going to be able to then make a plan to manage them much more effectively once you know what you're dealing with. Next would be self-awareness. So now that you know what things stress you out, you need to learn to take some time and really be self-aware to notice the signs of when your stress is starting to build up in your system. This is where you're going to really want to listen to your body. Your body is going to tell you what you need to know. So that's like the tenseness in your shoulders, or when you start to have a little bit more heavy breathing, headaches. All those things are signs that something is triggering your stress. So you're going to want to be very in tune with your body to know, okay, I'm starting to get those tense shoulders. I'm starting to get a headache. I know that means there's some stress coming on. Now you can go back to step one and identify, well, what is it that's triggering the stress? Oh, yes, it's that deadline that's coming up. So once you've identified your stress triggers and now you're self-aware to the body language that's telling you when those stressors are coming up, you're now able to implement strategies to help you manage that stress. So these strategies could be anything from mindfulness, taking a few moments to meditate, to breathe deeply. It could be journaling. A lot of people just like to do the brain dump and get it out and write it out in a journal. That helps get it off your shoulders. It could be talking to someone, just talking through that situation with, a close friend or family member, or maybe a business bestie, your mentor if you have one, or a coach. Really just going through those strategies of being aware of your body, knowing what triggers your stress in the first place, and then being able to get it out, whether it's through journaling, visualization, mindfulness, talking it out with someone. It's going to really help you keep the stress manageable and a lot less than it is now. Next, you're going to want to, number two, establish healthy habits. And I know you've heard that before. It's nothing new, but sometimes we just all need the reminder that our self-care needs to be a priority. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. You're drinking lots of water and hydrating throughout the day. You're getting up and moving and getting some exercise. Now, this doesn't always mean that you need to like go hit the gym for a solid 2 hours, 7 days a week. Most of us, especially entrepreneurs, we ain't got time for that. But taking a few breaks throughout the day to just, get up and stretch and move a little, take a little 15-minute walk on your lunch break, just those little few minutes, anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes of getting your body moving throughout the day, every day, you're going to see a huge improvement. And that brings me to the next part, taking breaks and downtime. So super important. Take those little breaks during the day. They don't need to be huge as well. They could be quick little 5-minute breaks, just to step away from the computer for a minute, or, maybe just stretch your legs a little and get the blood flowing after you've had like an hour-long meeting. Just little breaks. Making sure that you take those little breaks throughout the day is going to help you immensely. And downtime. Make sure you're literally scheduling that into your calendar like you would anything else. Whether that's a whole family day out with your spouse and your kids to go to the park and just play and be together, or whether it's downtime for you alone. Literally a couple times a month, book yourself a date with yourself. Go for a nice long walk out in nature by yourself. Take yourself to the spa for the day. Curl up in a cozy little nook with a good book and a glass of wine. You need to have that downtime for yourself to recharge, revitalize, just reconnect with yourself. It's so super important. And then next, this is another very important healthy habit to have a supportive network. It could be family and friends, but not always in our entrepreneurial journey, because sometimes our family and friends just don't quite understand the journey that we're on, especially if they're not fellow entrepreneurs. Going to work every day and having a fabulous career is wonderful, but being an entrepreneur really is a different beast. So make sure you're taking time to cultivate relationships with other fellow entrepreneurs and have that support network of people that understand the journey you're on, because they're going through it too. This could also be a mentor or a coach, but having that supportive network that you can just talk things out with, whether it's something you're wanting to launch and you're wanting some feedback, whether you're just stressed out with the day-to-day tasks of entrepreneur and you just want to vent with someone, having that supportive network is going to be a huge important part of your healthy habits. And third, but not least, is learning time management. Having your time well managed is going to relieve a lot of your stress. So first, find the time management techniques that are going to work best for you. Some people love to do the time blocking, where like Monday from 10 till noon, I do this specific activity every week, no matter what. A lot of people live and thrive off the technique of time blocking, but some people have a little more of a fluid schedule. So they may just want to do something like have a digital calendar that they just flow through on their iPad or, their cell phone. There's lots of apps and things for that out there. I know there's like Motion and there's a few others. You probably could tell me many of them. Let me know in the comments below what time management techniques work best for you, because it's different for everybody. But there's many out there. Research them, look into them, find the time management techniques that are going to work for you, and then run with it, because it's really going to help keep your stress levels down no matter what. Next to that is really set realistic goals. Like, honestly, you can't be someone who's just kind of scraping by, living paycheck to paycheck, and go, yeah, I want to be making 7 figures by next week. Not realistic. You know that. I know that. You know, it's all great to have dreams and goals, and we always encourage people to shoot for, you know, the sky's the limit. When you're setting up long-term goals or your vision board, that's wonderful. But to keep your stress at bay, you need to keep your goals realistic. So set realistic, smaller goals. So by next week, I want to reach out to 20 new people that I haven't normally connected with. That's reasonable. It's doable. And the more you set smaller, realistic, reasonable goals, and then you're achieving them and knocking them out of the park, it's just going to fuel your fire to want to do more. It's going to help you scale a little faster, and it's going to help remove a lot of the stress. So make sure you're setting those realistic goals. And last but not least, and this is really important in your time management journey, learn the power of saying no. It's okay to say no to people and things that really aren't in line with what you're wanting to do. Doesn't mean say no to everybody all the time, but you need to look at a situation or, people that really aren't in line with what you're trying to achieve, and realize that it's good for you, it's good for them to just say no. As entrepreneurs, we tend to put way more on our plate than we probably should. And that just adds to our stress levels. So it's really great for you to just pare that back and say no once in a while. It's all good. It's all right to say no. All right. So thank you for watching. I hope you found value. I hope you found this video a little bit helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Leave me a comment below on how you deal with your stress management within your entrepreneurial journey. I would love to hear from you. And don't forget to join my Facebook group. Over there, you'll be joining a supportive community of other entrepreneurs. And I have a free PDF for you called Life Warriors, Practical Tips for Stress Management. And you can grab that freebie over in my Facebook group, Empower Collective. So let's support each other on this journey to success and managing stress. And we'll see you in the next video. Reemerge and rise, my warriors, because warriors do it better.